week to talk to the internet about being sad. Today is Friday, and I thought it would be good to record on different days. Last week, I don't know if I mentioned, but my therapist suggested like a mood tracker, which I have mixed feelings about, but I've been using it. Fridays are always the best day for me. This month, the past couple of months, usually it's nice, I don't have to work tomorrow. Usually I get home, I have kind of a similar routine, but I look forward to it. I get home, I run, I take a nice shower, and I go get dinner somewhere at a fast food place, and I have gross, terrible food. But I'm allowed to because I did a running thing. And then I come back and I watch The Pit, because there are new episodes of The Pit every Thursday. And that's it. It's not much. I don't know. And I have a race on Sunday that I'm looking forward to. It's a 10-mile race. And I've never done a 10-mile race before, so I'll be able to set a new personal best. I should be able to, as long as I don't start too fast. I'll be able to set a new PB for 10 miles. And it always makes me happy when I can, like, on my app, it tracks your personal bests. And then when I see you did the best you've ever done in 10 miles, it makes me a little happy. And I have a board. I don't know if I mentioned this, but I have a board in my room that is like my PB board. And I have all my times. My best 5K, my best 10K, my best half marathon. And it's nice. I like writing on it and being like, oh, seeing my progress. It's kind of fun. And deciding like which PB I want to do next. So yeah, I guess that kind of leads into, well, I mentioned like I want to do this on Friday because it's usually the best I'm feeling, but I don't know if you can tell a difference between, I don't know. I'm not sure what the point is of doing that, but there is a point, and you figure it out. But anyway, the running thing leads into my topic. So in therapy, we've been talking more about depression, and I didn't even realize we had been talking more about it. And it's something that, like, I kind of didn't really want to go down the road of, like I mentioned in the first couple of videos I did here. I was like, I don't want to play whack-a-mole like I always play, of, like, social anxiety. Oh, you fixed it. Oh, depression. Oh, OCD. Oh, bipolar. And just, like, keep treating these things. And it was kind of made clear to me in therapy this time, is like, that's what we're doing, because she was talking about curing kind of my anhedonia. And there are specific treatments for that. Like there are for social anxiety, you do exposure therapy and CBT. And she was kind of self-aware about it when she said it. She was like, well, we're going to, like, if you want to cure your, she didn't say it like this, but if you want to cure your anhedonia, it's like kind of going to be the same thing that you did with social anxiety. She had a name for it. I forget what it's called, but it's basically like forcing yourself to do things that you like, even though you don't want to do anything and you don't feel happiness. Like the only way to feel it is to do that stuff. And she's like, it's really similar to exposure therapy, where like you're anxious to go somewhere, or like you're afraid of spiders or whatever. So exposure therapy, like you put a little spider on your finger and you get a little bit better. And it kind of works. And yeah, I guess the frustration is like I don't really know what to focus on. That if it's not depression or if it's not anxiety. And that's kind of where the depression comes. It's like I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go from here. If I don't have like a mental illness that I'm trying to cure or something. We were talking about like running. She's like, I know you like running. Right? You run a lot and you do these races. So try to do a social thing that involves running, and then you will connect with people. And my feeling is like, well, stop right there, because I won't connect with people. I know, like, when I'm in a group of people, or even when I'm like, it doesn't work. Like, why doesn't it work? That's what I want to work on. And we've talked some weeks about like, well, I don't know how to like be myself, or I don't know how to not judge myself, or how to not stop judging the situation and trying to force connection. And I'm not sure what it is to do, to fix. Because the truth is, like, I've already done all this. That's why I don't want to do it again. Like, the past 4 years in therapy with anxiety, I've done all this, and it hasn't really led me to accepting myself or liking myself and being able to connect with people. It helped me to be able to do social things when I don't want to. Like, forcing myself to do an improv performance in front of like 20 people helped me to be able to do speeches, or like when I did my best man speech for my brother last year, it was kind of hard, but I wasn't like dreading it my whole life and wanting to die. And that's because I did that exposure therapy, and I don't have that same social anxiety that I used to. Like, I was still nervous, but I did it. Before I did social anxiety therapy, I know, like, the speech would feel like I was getting ready to be executed. That's how, like, hard it would be in my gut. Like, I would be dreading it for months. And I would feel relief when it was over, even if it was the worst speech ever. I'd be like, oh, God, I didn't die. I'm not dead. But it's still, yeah, I don't know. I've talked about that a bunch before. But so when I was doing social anxiety therapy before, this is exactly what we did. We were like, okay, what do you like? And trying to figure that out is very hard because you're not connected to yourself. So you don't know what you like and you don't feel like a person. But I'm like, okay, what do I like? I kind of like TV and video games and reading. I kind of like soccer. I kind of like running. I kind of like board games. I kind of like comedy, so I'll do improv. And I kind of like volunteering, so I did volunteering stuff. I've done all this already. I went to a board game meetup. I went to I took 5 improv classes with like people. I joined a soccer team. I joined a bowling team. I joined a baseball team. I joined a volleyball team. I don't know. I can't even remember all the stuff I did. I did so much freaking stuff. And those were like exactly what she's talking about, is like I joined a running club that I went to every week. I did all this stuff. Something wasn't right. That's why in therapy all I remember saying was like, I wasn't able to articulate this, but I was like, I want to be more intentional when I do stuff. I don't want to just like be like, okay, I like running, so I'm going to do a running club, and then I go to the running club and then it's dumb, and then I come back and I'm like, okay. And that worked for social anxiety because it was just about going. Like, all you have to do is just go, and you're not going to talk to anybody because you don't know how to connect with people, and then you're going to come home and be like, well, that was hard, but I did it, and I'm a little bit better with anxiety now. But now that my anxiety is better, I'm going to be like, I force myself to go to the running club. I don't talk to anybody. I don't connect with anybody, and I come back, and I'm like sad, and I cry. Like, I've done that a couple times the past couple months. Like, I tried to play video games with my friends, and usually it would be like, oh, you forced yourself to do it, and you didn't really enjoy it, but you did it, and that's the goal, and so you feel good after. But now it's like, I force myself to do it, I don't feel connection to people, and I cry after, because that's the goal. And the therapist is kind of, when I talk like that, the therapist is kind of like, well, the goal is just to like go and be neutral and to not judge what's happening. That's kind of what I'm supposed to be doing this week. And so I'm trying it. I don't know. I don't mean to phrase it in a way that's like, oh, and that's dumb. But it's not dumb. It's all good. I don't know. I'm trying. Yeah, I just don't know how to identify what I want. I don't know if it's like I'm judging myself too much. There must be some kind of like a treatment where like you go into a room and then like a guy is just like, oh, you are awesome, I love you, I love you, I love you, and then you stop judging yourself. Like, that's the treatment or something. I don't know. And yeah, the other thing she said that kind of scared me, she kind of was talking about being objective about things. I don't remember exactly the context, but she was like, I'm supposed to like do things and interact with the world and like not judge it while I'm being there, and not be like subjective with your emotions and like whatever. And then afterwards you can kind of analyze like, okay, how did I feel before? Was I good? And then how did I feel during? Was I bad? And then how did I feel after? Was I good? And then, but like while you're in it, don't like judge yourself or force connection or force judgments and stuff. And I was like, well, that's kind of scary, because the thing that I want to do is to be more subjective, because I know how to be objective with social anxiety therapy. And that's like kind of what I felt like I was doing, was removing myself too much from reality so that I couldn't feel connection and be in the moment. Yeah, it's a tricky thing. There's a lot of nuance to it, and yeah, I guess that's it. I don't know. So yeah, I got 2 nice comments from people. I just like to mention it, and it helps a lot to get a comment, because it makes me feel like I'm not talking to myself and kind of like a weirdo. So thanks for that. And it is helpful to talk to people, I think, in a way. I don't know. So yeah, it was hard again. Wednesday and Thursday are the hardest days. I always like cry. I don't know why. Sunday will be hard this week because it's the Super Bowl. And this is what I was talking about. Like, I think I mentioned how the winter months can be kind of hard, because there are these like big events that you're supposed to be around people, and it feels bad to not be around people. And so the last 3 years, I think I was with my partner, and we did like Super Bowl stuff with friends. And so yeah, it's hard to be alone, but I'm glad I'm doing the race on Sunday. I think that'll help a lot. But it's gonna be freezing. It's gonna be 6 degrees on Sunday. But it's kind of a fun challenge. Like, I'm gonna run through the cold. In my head, I don't look forward to a lot of things, but I am kind of looking forward to Sunday and doing the race and getting a good time and trying to like match my, and especially because of I don't think it's going to be too hard to beat that time, because like I have a really bad 10-mile time as my best. It's like 1 hour and 40 minutes. And I'm like, I can easily beat that right now. So it's not like I'll have to push myself too hard to beat it, which is nice. And then afterwards I'll be like, I'm so fast, I beat my time. And it'll make me kind of feel good for the rest of the day, even though I'm by myself watching and the Super Bowl is like so boring. Patriots and Seahawks. Blah. Gross. Okay, nobody cares. Yeah. Tell me how you're doing. If you are feeling lonely, put a comment and I will say hi to you. Thanks, friends, for being my friends. Okay. Smell you later. Bye.